Hey everybody, welcome to my channel Singing with Lauren. My name's Lauren and I am a singer and a voice teacher, and today I am reacting to the TNT boys singing Flashlight, and this is the full version. Now, normally I'm a little bit hesitant to react to child stars because I truly believe that when our kids are young, we have to have them take very, very good care of their voices. But in order to bring some light to that and to talk a little bit about what's great for kids to be singing and what's not so great for kids to be singing, the reason that we need to be so careful when we are talking about children's voices or teaching children, or even if you have kids and you want them to sing, is that when kids are growing, their lungs are not really ready to support their voices until they're past puberty. And so many of the places that I actually teach at don't even allow students that are younger than 13 to take voice lessons. And while some may see that as a little bit too much, it just goes to show that this is real. It's easier for children to mess up their voices than it is for adults, because since they don't have the lung capacity to support their voices with their breath support as much, they tend to put all the sound in their throat. So what we really want to listen for when we're listening to young children singing, whether they're boys or girls, is making sure that they're not belting. And when adults belt, it's different because there is a healthy way to belt. But when kids belt, they don't really have a healthy way to belt other than just squeeze the sound out of their necks, because again, their lungs are still so small. And it also is important to remember that the vocal folds aren't totally mature until you're in your 30s. So although it seems like 13 might be a really drastically late age to start, you have about 20 more years for your vocal folds to mature. So I just want to note that I'm about to press play. So let's listen to the TNT boys.
TNT versions.
They are cute. Wow.
When tomorrow comes, I'll be on my own, feeling frightened of the things that I don't know. When tomorrow comes, and though the road is long, I look up to the sky, and then I take a felt. Let's hope that I won't fly, and I sing along, and I sing along. I got all I need when I get you and I look around me and see a sweet life. Stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. Big star in my heart when you're shining in my eyes. Can't lie, it's a sweet life. I'm stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. 'Cause you're my
Okay, so that was the first verse in the chorus. They are totally adorable and they're singing very well. And what I want you guys to listen for moving forward is that you can still hear that they're singing with their childlike voice, right? They're not trying to morph their voices into adult voices, even though they're using some runs, which are very accurately done, and they are able to still communicate the meaning of the words. So they're very good on stage. I can tell they have a great relationship with each other, great friendship, and they love performing. Like, look at those smiles. So let's keep listening.
flashlight, 'cause you're my flashlight, 'cause you're my flashlight. Oh, I see the shadows long beneath the mountain top. I'm not afraid when the rain won't stop, 'cause you light the way, you light the way, you light the way. I got all I need when I get you and I look around me, I see a sweet light. Stuck in the dark, but you're my flashlight.
So I'm gonna pause it there. There was a little bit of belting there, but it was more of a mixed belt, so they were using still some of the elements of their head voice while they were up there doing those higher runs. They are loving this song. You can tell that each one of them kind of has a different version of what they're singing about in their head, which I think is cute and very individualized, although they are singing as a group. The harmonies are spot on, which is impressive for, you know, kids that are this young, and also that no one's playing the notes for them, right? Like they have one background track, and that's where they're pulling all their notes from, which, like I said, is pretty impressive. The other thing I want you to notice is that even when they kind of switch into a belt, it's very short, and then they run it down with their riffs. So we are coming into the last minute of the song. Let's hear the rest.
It's a sweet life. Talking the time, but you're my flashlight. You're getting me through the night. Flashlight,
TNT.
Very nice. The one who is on the far right, who we're looking at, and that last section, he was doing a whistle tones, which means that he's just really high up in his head register. And the way that we create whistle tone, everyone is very obsessed with whistle tone, but it's really not as like crazy as everyone thinks it is. All you're doing when you're singing up there is you're accessing the highest part of your range. And in order to access that, you have to take out all the weight of your voice. So what that means in terms of acoustics is that you're taking out all the overtones and you're just singing that one pitch. So normally when we're listening to a singer, we're hearing the entire overtone series, and then the note that we actually perceive to be the note that they're singing is the fundamental, which is the lowest pitch in the overtone series, and that's the pitch that they're singing. So when you go way up into whistle tone, you take away all those overtones and you just sing that pitch. It's like when you blow a whistle, right? The whistle doesn't have like a full warm sound. It's just a very, very high-pitched tone. And so that's all about whistle tone. I'm sure we could talk much more about that in a different reaction video, but that's a conversation for a different day. But I think the TNT boys are producing an extremely healthy sound, especially for their age. I just hope that they continue to sing these songs that are healthy for them and that aren't pushing them past the threshold of what would be considered too difficult. And remember that it's not too difficult because they can't understand it or they don't think they can sing it, but it's too difficult vocally speaking because their bodies literally are too small to be able to support the sound that they need to sing some of these really more difficult songs, which is not the case in this video. So I really like this song. I look forward to seeing what these three are up to as the years go by, and I hope you guys enjoyed this too. If you want to grab my free guide on how to practice, the link for that is right below this, and I just walk you guys through step by step the things that you need to go through in a really, really productive practice session. I find that many of my students are not really sure how to practice and they're not really sure what to practice. So if that's you, no matter what age singer you are, no matter what kind of singer you are, go ahead and grab that free download and let me know how you like it. Comment your requests for more reaction videos. I have a running list going. I know that a lot of you want all the Dimash videos, so I decided to branch off and try these guys out in this reaction video, but of course there will be more to come. So please, please, please subscribe. If you want to grab that free guide, how to practice if you're a singer, the link is below, and I hope you guys have a beautiful week. See you later.